In today's video, I'd like to show you how you can sort out your highest quality leads using our voice AI agent Grace with the workflow automation tool N8N. So the process here will be that Grace will be our friendly and welcoming virtual assistant, taking all the callers' questions and also collecting information about them as a lead. And then the information from those leads will be sent over to N8N, which will then sort out and qualify, okay, is this a high lead or a normal lead? And if it's a high lead, then the process will be that you of course save it to a CRM, but also that we will send a direct message to us, the business, or notify us as quickly as possible with the information for calling, their email, etc., which will then contact them as quickly as possible. I'm just going to jump into the demo now and show you how the flow would work. Now, the example case we're going to use today is for a solar company called Harper Solar, which sells solar panels. Then we have a customer calling in who has some questions for Grace, and then Grace will also collect that information and then send that information over to N8N.
Hi, thanks for calling Harper Solar. This is Grace, your solar virtual assistant. What can I help you with today?
Yes, hi. I was wondering how much can I save using Harper Solar?
With Harper Solar, you can expect to save anywhere from 50 to 80% on your electricity bill, and in some cases, even eliminates it entirely. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
Yes, how does the process for installation work on solar panels?
The installation process typically involves a consultation and, quote, custom design, permits and approvals, professional installation, and system activation. Most systems are up and running within 3 to 6 weeks. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
No, that was it.
You're very welcome. Before we hang up, would you be interested in a free custom quote for solar panel installation on your home? It only takes a few minutes, and there's no obligation, just helpful info to see how much you could save.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. First, I will collect just a few quick details to get the process started. It'll only take a minute. What's your full name?
John Smith.
That's spelled Johnsmith. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
Do you currently own your home or are you renting?
I own my home.
Great. And roughly how much is your average monthly electricity bill?
My bill is around $180.
Which state are you located in?
California.
Last question. Are you hoping to install solar panels in the next few months or just gathering information for later?
Yeah, I was hoping to install it in a few months.
Excellent. Based on what you'd shared, you sound like a great fit for Harper Solar. I'll pass this info to one of our energy consultants who can give you a personalized quote. Is the number you are calling from a good number to contact you on?
Yes, it is.
Great. We will get back to you soon with a quote. Thanks again for calling Harper Solar. You're one step closer to lower bills and a greener home.
And as you just saw, Grace was able to answer any questions I had about solar panels. And then she was able to offer me a free quote, which I then said yes to. And then she took my information. And once she has taken my information, she will then send the information over to N8N. So if you go over to that setup, you can see here we have our N8N setup. And so how this will work is we have a webhook here as a starting point. But basically then Gridspace is sending a webhook to N8N, which then it receives a GET request with information. And then here we have a if, basically an if statement or a route. Basically is we're checking that, okay, our criteria for a high quality lead is that they want to install within a few months and also they own their own home. And if these two basically is a high quality lead, we're checking, is it a high quality lead? If the requirements are equal to yes in a few months and they own their home, then it's true, yes, they are a high quality lead, which will then go to this path. And then if not, they will go to it's false, so it's go to this path. And basically the next step in the process is that we are creating a contact from the lead in our CRM. In this case, we're using HubSpot for our CRM. So we can directly create a contact right in our CRM here. And as you see here, the high quality lead path is a bit longer than the regular one. That's because we would like also to notify our salespeople in Slack as fast as possible. So what we're doing here is actually we're using OpenAI to then take the information from the lead and analyze it and then give a suggestion for a sales message. So here we have, you see we have input basically from our JSON or HTTP request, which then, okay, we're prompting OpenAI, hey, we have this is information about the lead. Can you suggest kind of a follow-up message for us? And then in this node, here we have a Slack node where we're basically sending a message to, let's say, a sales channel in Slack for our salespeople. And this is here's a new lead. You have the name, the information, do they own, rent, would they like to install right now or not? And then we also have the message from ChatGPT, which is just, okay, here's a suggested message you could follow up with based on the information with the lead. So this we can customize what we want. And as you can see here, if you go into our OpenAI node, you can see here, this is all the inputs. This is basically input from the webhook. So N8N is very nice. It converts all the information into dynamic tags which we can use. So we can use the full name of the lead, information on rent, British bill, its phone number, etc. And then we can use this in the prompt or message or whatever information we're going to send to the next step. By basically we write our own message right here. We're not going to drag in information like so. And then we're kind of inserting the information. So, here we have the lead name is John Smith. It's basically this is like a variable, but this is how it looks. This is a result from it. So it's quite easy to set this up in N8N as well, just basically using the information we got here from Grace. Now just to quickly go over the Gridspace setup. So now we are on the playbooks or the script of the flow. So you have a node system for how this works. So here we have our intro script, and then we have, of course, asking the caller, what can I help you with today? We have a few parts here. And here the caller can basically ask us as many questions as you would like, because we have inserted a knowledge base into this. I'll show you a bit later what that is. But then Grace is basically picking information from a knowledge base if they have any questions outside the script. But then afterwards, once they are done, we then go to, okay, we can here offer a free quote. So if they would like to free quote, we can offer this as a kind of extra step right here. And then in this case, yes, they would like a free quote. So we go into here, we are collecting information while in the forms fields. So here we can collect information, name, are they renting or owning, how much is your electricity bill, and here you can see I can choose the type of information we're collecting, so you can be very specific here on what we're collecting. And this makes it also easy to kind of use it afterwards, if it's a number, if it's a date, if it's a address, etc. To be very specific about what information we're trying to get from the caller. And once we have collected all the information like the state, etc., we then go into next. Here we're checking basically, okay, is this phone number good for you to contact you back on? And once the caller says yes, then we then have an ending outcome page right here, which will also here we're running our connectors. This is where we're running the script, the N8N webhook trigger script, which basically then sending the HTTP request to N8N. This is an outcome page, so basically this is kind of ending the script in this node right here. And as you saw in the demo, I also had some questions which were basically outside the script, and this we can get from knowledge bases. So we can basically feed Grace FAQ or knowledge base, which she can then answer any questions the caller might have outside of the regular script. So now we're on the knowledge bases section, and here we have our knowledge base. Okay, so this is indexed for it to work. We need to index it. And if you go into it, we created basically you can web scrape, you can use an API, or you can also use a plain text document, which we have done in this case. So it's a plain text document, and we've added an FAQ here. And basically we've just added FAQ straight into document text right here, and we've saved it. And once it's indexed, Grace can then pick up from this FAQ whenever the caller has specific questions about, how does it work, how much does it cost, etc. And that was set up for how you can sort out high-quality leads using our AI voice agent Grace and N8N. And also a note here, our Grace setup would also include a call flow and voice agent. We didn't go through that today. So you can go into Grace 101 video to see how we can get from A to C, creating a whole Grace setup for yourself. Now, if you have any questions about this flow, feel free to leave a comment below. We'll answer any questions you have about it there. And if you'd like to see more demos like this, or Grace in different scenarios, you can go to our website, gridspace.com, to check out more there. So I hope this video was valuable for you, and thank you for watching.